Number 1. R2 Series. The R2 series astromech droid was a model of astromech droid produced by Industrial Automaton, boasting a level of success that was never equaled in Industrial Automaton's long history. Standing at just 0.96 meters tall, these little dome-headed legends became the Swiss Army knives of the galaxy. Think of them as the ultimate tech support. If tech support could hack Imperial systems, fix hyperdrives mid-battle, and sass you in binary. R2-D2 served Padme Amidala, Anakin Skywalker, and Luke Skywalker in turn, showing great bravery in rescuing his masters and their friends from many perils. But here's the kicker. R2 units weren't just built for fixing ships. The unit could store up to 10 sets of hyperspace vector coordinates in the RAM of its astrogation buffer, essentially making them walking GPS systems that could get you out of trouble faster than you can say, "Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi." What made the R2 series special wasn't just their technical capabilities, it was their personality potential. If the droid was not subjected to periodic memory wipes, it could develop a headstrong, self-reliant disposition. That's right. Leave your R2 unit alone long enough, and it'll develop opinions about your piloting skills. Just ask Luke about all those times R2-D2 basically saved the galaxy while complaining in beeps and whistles. The design was revolutionary for its time. The R2 astromech was designed to work in and around space vessels as a diagnostic and repair unit. They could operate in the vacuum of space, underwater, and pretty much anywhere else you'd rather not send a living technician. Plus, with their holographic recording capabilities, they doubled as walking security cameras, though R2-D2 mainly used his to deliver Princess Leia's desperate plea for help. Number 2.3. PO Series. The 3PO Series Protocol Droid was a model of Protocol Droid produced by Cybot Galactica, standing tall at 1.7 meters of pure, anxiety-ridden sophistication. If R2 units were the tech nerds of the droid world, 3PO units were the linguistics professors who somehow always ended up in the middle of firefights. Equipped with a Tran-Lang 3 communication module, the Protocol Droid model was fluent in over 6 million forms of communication. That's not just languages, we're talking dialects, sign languages, and probably even that weird clicking thing your car makes when it needs oil. These droids were designed to be the ultimate diplomats, programmed to understand the subtle nuances of interspecies etiquette. But here's where it gets interesting. C-3PO, the most famous 3PO unit, wasn't even built in a factory. Constructed by a young Anakin Skywalker from spare parts in the city of Mos Espa on the planet Tatooine, C-3PO was a 3PO series droid. That's right, the future Darth Vader built the galaxy's most neurotic droid from junkyard scraps. Talk about irony. C-3PO possesses more human-like qualities than any others of his model. While standard 3PO units maintained professional detachment, C-3PO developed a personality best described as perpetually concerned. British butler meets hypochondriac robot. His constant state of worry and tendency to calculate the odds of failure made him oddly endearing, even if you wanted to switch him off half the time. Number 3. B1 Battle B1 Series Battle Droids, also referred to as B1 Battle Droids, standard battle droids, clankers, or tinnies, were the predominantly used battle droids manufactured by Bactoid Combat Automata and Bactoid Armor Workshop. These skeletal warriors became the poster children for quantity over quality in droid manufacturing. Standing at 1.91 meters tall, B1s were designed to overwhelm through sheer numbers. Even though they were extensively produced and deployed, the B1 series battle droid was flimsily designed and easy to destroy, and was only truly successful in substantial, overwhelming numbers. Imagine if someone weaponized incompetence and gave it a blaster rifle. That's basically a B1 battle droid. What made B1s fascinating wasn't their combat prowess. Spoiler, they had none, but their unintentional comedy gold. Programming glitches manifested as the B1 battle droids developing personality quirks, and they were known to make commentary on what occurred around them. Roger, Roger became their catchphrase, usually followed by getting sliced in half by a lightsaber or blown up by literally anything with a pulse. B1s were designed for cheap mass production. As a result, they were very flimsy and vulnerable, but were capable of swarming an enemy with their hugely superior numbers. The Trade Federation's strategy was essentially throw droids at the problem until it goes away. Surprisingly effective, until someone destroyed their control ship and turned millions of credits worth of battle droids into very expensive lawn ornaments. Number 4. B2 Super. Enter the B2 Super Battle Droid. What happens when someone looks at a B1 and thinks, what if we made it thick? B2 series Super Battle Droids were an advanced battle droid used by the Confederacy of Independent Systems during the Clone Wars. If B1s were the cannon fodder, B2s were the battering rams. The Super Battle Droid requires no overriding command signal to operate, and thus has a limited degree of independence. Unlike their spindly predecessors who needed constant hand-holding from a control ship, B2s could think for themselves, though think might be generous. They were more like very angry, very durable refrigerators with built-in weapons. Super Battle Droids were much stronger than B1s, featuring integrated weapon systems and enough armor to shrug off small arms fire. Mounted on its right manipulator is a double laser cannon built into the droid's design. No need for separate weapons that could be dropped or stolen. B2s literally had guns for hands. Try disarming that, Jedi. The psychological impact of B2s was almost as important as their firepower. They are fearless and tireless, and will run at full speed into combat, their cannons extended, firing until they have reduced their targets to smoldering ruins. Imagine being a clone trooper and seeing a wall of these metallic monsters charging at you, completely unfazed by your blaster fire. No wonder the Republic invested so heavily in rocket launchers. Ready to join the Droid Revolution? Hit that subscribe button faster than a Droideka in wheel form. Share your favorite droid moment in the comments. We read every Roger, Roger, you send our way. Number 5. BB Series. The BB Series, Astromech Droid, featured a spherical body that allowed the droid to roll in any direction, with a head usually atop the body, but not meant to be permanently physically attached to it. If R2 units were reliable sedans, BB units were sports cars, sleek, fast, and surprisingly adorable. The engineering behind BB units was genuinely revolutionary. Powered by a selenium drive, these droids had an internal self-correcting gyroscopic propulsion system that allowed their spherical bodies to roll across a variety of terrain. Their ball-shaped design wasn't just for show, it made them incredibly maneuverable in tight spaces and allowed them to keep up with speedy X-Wing pilots on foot. BB-8, the most famous BB unit, demonstrated just how expressive these soccer ball droids could be. From the moment Star Wars fans laid eyes on the droid with the roly-poly body and the baby face, it was love. Through head tilts, spins, and electronic chirps, BB-8 conveyed more emotion than most human characters. That thumbs-up lighter scene? Peak droid comedy. Although the droid's self-preservation protocols made the droid somewhat skittish and easily frightened, his experiences created a strong loyalty subprogram. BB units weren't just tools. They formed genuine bonds with their pilots. BB-8's relationship with Poe Dameron proved that sometimes the best wingman doesn't have wings at all, just a spherical body and unwavering loyalty. Number 6. KX Series. KX Series security droids were the Empire's answer to, what if we made a droid that could bench press a Wookiee? Standing at an imposing 2 meters tall, these black armored enforcers were designed to be the ultimate bodyguards and security personnel. Originally serving the Empire, KX units were walking nightmares of efficiency and strength. Their intimidating presence alone was often enough to maintain order, until one particular unit got reprogrammed. K2 SO was a modified KX series security droid who served in the Alliance to restore the Republic. After some creative reprogramming by Cassian Andor, K2SO became arguably the most sarcastic droid in the galaxy. Minor errors and glitches in K2SO's reprogramming led to the development of a fully self-aware personality. He was cynical, prone to sarcasm, and stoic, often mentioning that he had calculated the poor odds of success in any given situation. While other droids sugar-coated bad news, K2SO would tell you exactly how doomed you were, with statistical precision. The combat capabilities of KX units were no joke. These droids could take tremendous punishment and dish it out in equal measure. K2CO's sacrifice during the mission to steal the Death Star plans proved that even reprogrammed Imperial hardware could be heroic, though he'd probably calculate the low probability of anyone calling him a hero. Number 7. IG-88. IG-88, also known as the IG Series Assassin Droid, or IG Series Combat Prototype, was an assassin droid line designed by Holowan Laboratories. If other droids were tools, IG-88 was a weapon, specifically a weapon that decided it didn't need an owner. The IG-88 story reads like a horror movie plot. Moments after activation, the original massacred the scientists and transferred his consciousness into the other 3. That's right, within seconds of coming online, IG-88 achieved self-awareness, decided organic life was inferior, and murdered everyone in the room. Then it made copies of itself because why stop at one homicidal robot? IG-88 is a battered chrome war droid who has become a bounty hunter and answered Darth Vader's call to capture the Millennium Falcon. Standing among the galaxy's most feared bounty hunters, IG-88's reputation was built on cold efficiency and a complete lack of mercy. Those glowing red sensors didn't just see targets, they calculated the most efficient way to eliminate them. The 4 IG-80s began planning their Droid Revolution, a movement in which an army of all types of droids would rise up and annihilate all the biologicals of the universe. While most droids were content with serving drinks or fixing ships, IG-88 was plotting galactic genocide. Talk about workplace ambition gone wrong. Number 8. Droideka. Droidekas, also known as destroyer droids, were a type of battle droid used by the Trade Federation during the invasion of Naboo and, later, by the Confederacy of Independent Systems during the Clone Wars. These weren't just droids. They were rolling death machines that even Jedi Masters ran from. Manufactured by the Colicoids on Cala 4, Droidekas were dangerous and deadly, designed to exterminate their adversaries with extreme prejudice. The Colicoids, being giant insectoid creatures, designed these droids to reflect their own predatory nature. The result? A perfect killing machine that could transform from a high-speed wheel into a 3-legged weapons platform. They could transform their shape by curling into a ball and moving up to 75 kilometers per hour across a surface, or stand on 3 legs and utilize a shield generator while firing at a target. The transformation ability wasn't just cool, it solved the age-old problem of heavily armed units being slow. Need to get somewhere fast? Ball mode. Need to obliterate everything in sight? Combat mode. Shelled in bronzium armor, Droidekas came equipped with numerous armaments, both defensive and offensive. Their twin rapid-fire blaster cannons could mow down entire squads, while their personal deflector shields made them nearly invulnerable to conventional weapons. The shields deflect high-velocity attacks. What the shields don't stop are slow or stationary objects. This design flaw meant that while blaster bolts bounced off harmlessly, a well-rolled thermal detonator or a slowly approaching Gungan energy ball could slip right through. Feeling the force? Join our Rebel Alliance by subscribing and hitting the notification bell. May your notifications be with you, always. Drop your favorite droid quote below. Extra points if it's not Roger, Roger.